So we're wanting to add fractions. Whenever you add fractions, you keep the common denominator. They already have a common denominator, don't they? So we'll just keep that common denominator, which is x squared minus y squared, and then just add the tops. X plus y, right? They're added like that, right? We always keep a common denominator. We don't add the bottoms. We only add the tops. Why? Because it's real life. Think about if you had 1/4 of a candy bar and 2/4 of a candy bar, right? I'll keep doing my analogy that I like with the candy bar thing. You had 1/4 of a candy bar, and then later you had 2/4 of the candy bar. Altogether, you had 3/4. Whoops, that was not very well done. Altogether, you had 3/4 of the candy bar. You add the tops, you don't add the bottoms. It's just real life. Okay, anyway, so now we have to reduce. So my point in that is you don't add the bottoms. You only add the tops because that's real life, right? 1/4 of a candy bar and 2/4 of a candy bar is 3/4, not 3/8. You don't add the bottoms, right? Okay, now we got to reduce. Okay, how do we reduce? We just cancel, right? Let's go. X cancels this, and Y cancels that. No, right? Why is that wrong? Well, because we cannot cancel. We cannot cancel added, subtracted items. They're added and subtracted, right? See, the adding and subtracting, can't cancel add. So what do you do? Instead factor. Instead factor. Well, what do you mean factor? What are we gonna factor? This part can be the top cannot be factored, right? Because it's just x plus y. It's not, it's not higher powers, but the bottom is higher powers. We can factor. How do we factor? Multiply. Remember that? Down here. So the top is just going to stay the same. The bottom, we can do the 2 parentheses. X is in the front, right? Multiply to be x squared. And then the back's multiply to be y squared, to be y times y. How do you get minus y squared? 1 positive, 1 negative, huh? Because positive y times negative y is negative y squared. All right. And then we're going to cancel multiply items. So we can cancel multiply. That means this and this will cancel, right? Because this whole x plus y has parentheses around it. It's a multiplied item. It's a multiplied item. So we can name. I said, well, yeah, but this is added. Well, yeah, but I didn't cancel the x itself is added and the y itself, but the whole thing is everything in the top. So it's okay to cancel the whole thing like that. So in fact, if it helps you, you can think about this as times 1, because that's what it really is, right? 1 times x and 1 times y is still x plus y. So there's a sense in which that whole thing is really times 1. And so the whole thing is a multiplied item. I could not have canceled the x individually. The x individually is an added item, but the whole thing is really multiplied by 1. So we're canceling multiplied items. So that's fine. So what's left? What is left then is that 1 that's on the top and the x minus y on the bottom. And that's our final answer on that one. So there we go.